There's no blueprint on how to beat me.
We got an ad whip.
Joe Louis had come out of retirement to fight Rocky Marciano. The man was 76 years old.
Your biggest payday is facing me. Without me, you're not getting shit.
One down, one to go.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Allow me to demonstrate the skill of Shaolin, the special technique of shadow boxing.
Now that was a great boxer.
Damn right.
Kill him, buddy. The head will die. I'll leave Frazier fight.
So, also this past weekend, after the fights that ended at 3:00, after the fights, we were also treated to another special event for free. If you have the caffeine app, for free.
Download the caffeine app. It's worth it.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it, especially if you like battle rap. They have a Soul Collective or Soul Collection. I forgot the name of the brand. I sound like a nigga who shouldn't have Jordans in his background by saying that. But anyways, they have they have some program with sneakers on it. Looks cool. This is what I was trying to say. Leave me alone, mode. But anyways, so on the caffeine app, we got ever anticipated Till Death Do Us part, which is the URL with collaboration with, of course, Drake event that was recently done October 30th. I believe October 30th is that fella's birthday. October's very own.
Yeah, it is.
October's very own. So the card went down. And like we said on the last episode, that card did not disappoint at all. Didn't disappoint at all. We got, of course, many legendary bouts. First and foremost, let's start out with the fact that Drake was actually in the building.
Yeah.
He actually got on main stage, did his thing, got in the crowd with everybody, passed out champagne. Apparently there was no bottles in there, so he went and got some champagne, passed it out to everybody. Everybody in the front row had champagne. Who knows if the guys in the back didn't?
Nah, man.
Cameras went back there, so we don't know.
Can't give champagne at a battle rap concert to dudes in the back, bro. They ain't ready. They ain't ready for that. No,
Listen,
man.
Like I said, we don't know if those guys got it, but it doesn't matter. The camera's in the back. Starting off, of course, we have what I like to do is kind of just talk about the main battles, in my personal opinion, the battles that necessarily, because there were a lot of good battles on there. Yeah. Of course, I mean, we had Real Seek versus Pat Stay. That one apparently was debatable. I thought that was going to be a sleeper battle. It wasn't necessarily the pull away battle that I thought it was going to be, but Real Seek, first of all, this fella is a Real Seek from New Jersey. Battle rapping. For that, we have to
acknowledge him, man. Versus
a Canadian white fella. And it was a good battle. And it went down. And both of those guys, Real Seek is definitely doing his best to race his catalog. I think I forgot who he battled last. I believe he battled Arsenal last. And I think he beat Arsenal.
Which I mean, was a feat. But Arsenal didn't think he could be beat at that point.
No.
That's one of those he went into not really practicing.
Yeah, definitely.
He wasn't in the gym.
Yeah, Arsenal is, Arsenal be, Arsenal. But anyways, so yeah, we got that. And then one of the highlight battles of the card, we got I was about to say Real Seek. We got Tay-Rock versus New Jersey Twerk. So with that battle, essentially, I don't think anybody's really giving it to Twerk. I think it was just Twerk. So this is one of those battles where both battlers did way better than everyone expected them to do.
Yeah.
In this battle, I would say this: Twerk, Geechee Gotti, Chess, Easy to Block Captain. I don't want to say Tay-Rock because Tay-Rock's been there, but a lot of these young guys that at first, and battle rap seems to be a sport where as you do it, especially since it's a word, as you do it, the better you get. And these guys have gotten a lot better.
Absolutely.
New Jersey Twerk has gotten a lot better. And it was very apparent to see him go up against Tay-Rock. What happened though in this battle is that I would say this: you ever see like a highlight dunk against like a guy who blocks shots, who gets up there?
Yeah. And
you see it where it's like you see where both collide and everyone goes silent, right? Because you can just see the trajectories and you see that, and you see, this guy right over here, he gets up and he blocks shots. and you see this guy right here, he dunks, and you see them meet. And then there's that point where it's like it crescendos and one person goes down slightly. And I think that's what happened. It was Twerk did his thing. He had a lot of dope bars in there. But I think that Tay Rock knew that Twerk couldn't punch with him like that. And I think the very first round, he said, "You gonna have to rap, boy." And
that's what I'm saying. It just lets you know what you're here for. It just lets you know. It's like coming out after the bell and throwing a hard ass haymaker. It's like, nah, you wanna fight today.
Yeah, I think Tay Rock, after taking the L to Lux, because Tay Rock has been in some legendary battles in the last couple of battles, but they've been L's. Like Tay Rock single-handedly, in my personal opinion, reinvigorated Daylight's career. Daylight was kind of gone, and then it was just like we see him, Tay Rock battle Daylight, and it was just like, oh, okay,
that's what Daylight was.
Yeah, basically,
he basically Tyson Fury that nigga, bro. He Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury that nigga. That nigga wasn't doing nothing, wasn't bothering nobody. Hey, come out here, get this work. All right.
It's funny because someone on Facebook posted his original call out. Oh where?
That's it, man. Hey, that's one of those that ended up being a classic because of what you said. Like they both came out better than what we thought they were gonna come out, and obviously it's because of the card and the situations they were in.
Yeah, definitely. I think they both understood what was going on. I think the fact that their friends didn't like. I think the fact that their friends actually aided the battle because I think both of them looked at each other with some amount of respect, so they stepped their pens up. I think the highlight of the battle, I think it was in the second round where Tay Rock broke down a bar regarding Twerk's current position in the URL. He mentioned the fact that, of course, there was a champion. There was a battle where I guess I don't know, him against Geechee Gotti. He basically just narrated the fact that Geechee Gotti beat him, and now Geechee Gotti is like where he's supposed to be.
Yeah, man. It's like
which is true.
That's what.
I remember when that battle went down. It happened on Caffeine.
Yeah,
I remember the press conference. And it was the battle for the future. And Geechee Gotti won, apparently. And there you go. Yeah. So yeah, that was that battle. Another highlight of the battle. So I say that's a solid 2-1. The battle rap cards are broke down into 3 rounds. Basically who wins the most rounds wins it all. I would say that the next battle to talk about is Sue Surf versus Calico. With that battle, that might be a good 30. I'd say 2-1, just to be, generous. Sue Surf's way. This is actually pretty interesting for Sue Surf because this is the first time we've seen Sue Surf. We haven't seen Sue Surf do 2 back-to-back high-profile battles like this and kill.
Yeah,
from start to finish. Like I'll say this: if you can, you might be able to give that first round to Calico if you really wanted to, but Surf did not. He didn't lose. He didn't.
I'm not afraid to give a 10-10 in a round in battle rap. I'll give you a 10-10.
Yeah, Surf.
Because I'll give a 10-8 and a 10-7. I'll give a 10-10.
Yeah, I haven't seen Surf rap like this in a while. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Surf was a big deal. I wasn't the biggest Surf pusher. I didn't push Surf like a lot of other individuals did. But
call them surfers.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, I mean honestly, like to say like what the highlight of the battle was, I mean every round was like pretty ridiculous. Every round was like, and he left it no stone unturned. And what makes this battle so interesting is that Calico beat him before. Surf jerseyed out of that. And everyone knew he didn't have it. And it was Calico won and beat him in Jersey. But Surf avenged that. It was interesting watching his commentary after that because one thing I've noticed is about like Surf, like when you hear him talk, he knows about battle rap. He knows, and he like he was just speaking to the fact of how they're different styles, and he's like, okay, I just knew with John's gonna scheme and do X, Y, and Z, so I had to like. It was harder to rap for him. Where Calico, I just know that his setup. Like he's so cool. He gonna do whatever, but he's gonna bring some street stuff. So obviously there's a lot of thought. Those battles are back to back. I think they were like 2 weeks apart or something like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, he had to write 5 minutes or 15 minutes of material, or 9 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes of material for each one. That is a lot, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes,
and then coming to the final battle, we have Geechee Gotti versus Loaded Lux. I'll personally say Loaded Lux is my favorite battle rapper ever, and it is debatable. He might have lost. Loaded Lux choked under the old school rules of battle rap. If you choke, you lose immediately.
You lose, man. You Papa Doc.
Yeah, you choke, you lose.
Don't be Papa Doc.
But listen, I'd say that round is a 2-1, debatable depending on what your preference is. Lux clearly won the first. Geechee clearly won the third. The second, depending on what your preference is, you give that to who you give it to. Geechee spat some shit. Lux spat some shit. Lux always spit shit. It's just, it just depends on if you feel like going to the quasars and the outer scope and the outer limits with him or not. It depends on how entertaining it is. But the crowd, I think, felt both. I just think that Geechee definitely grabbed the crowd. I think the crowd the crowd is calling the 3-0. I think in battle rap, we have to break it down to crowd and like playback. And that typically lets us know who wins, essentially. And that's one of the things that makes the whole watching these things on Caffeine very interesting, is because when you watch them on Caffeine, you get the live vote afterwards, right? And the live vote, I think that's like 70% or 80% people said that Geechee Gotti won that.
Yeah.
And so, I think definitely is definitely a 2-1, or is definitely a 2-1. It's probably debatable depending on what you're into. But either way, Geechee had a debatable battle against Lux, and there's only been a handful of rappers that have been able to do that. So Sue Surf didn't do that.
Well, Sue
Surf lost.
Sue Surf just called out Hollow the Don, though. You should know that. Sue Surf just called out Hollow the Don today. It was either today or yesterday.
I don't know.
It'll be a good one.
I think this is my thing with Sue Surf and Hollow. It depends on what Hollow we get. I want to see the battle.
He's one of them Lux dudes, bro. He a Lux dude. Depending on which one you get, no matter what, they come in and they got bars. It's the delivery and the want to actually be there that be bothering me with them dudes.
Yeah, when I saw Hollow lose to Math Hoffa, I was like, what's going on?
Yeah, you didn't feel like it today. you had something else.
I understand
going on.
He came out with the paperwork and X, Y, and Z, and it looked cool, but come on.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to lose the Math, but whatever. I mean, listen, look, whatever. Shouts out to Math.
Yeah,
NYB. But anyways, guys, that wraps up the wrap up for Till Death Do Us Part. Guys, definitely download the Caffeine app and definitely support battle rap. We probably should pay attention to King of the Dot.
Yeah,
probably not. They don't have anybody over there. But anyway,
depends on who they get.
Or RBE. RBE is another one. We could definitely pay attention to RBE. But guys, there's battle rap. The battle rap genre has definitely grown.
Yes,
we definitely have a lot of battle rappers out here. The new generation is actually looking decent, and because this is not actual sports, it is verbal sports. Your legends can play for a pretty long time. A pretty long time. So definitely looks interesting. I'm definitely interested to see. I think Chess this weekend is might be battling Mook, I think.
Yes.
Or he battling Easy the Block Captain.
One say Mook is I forgot who Mook, but we talked about this last time.
Oh, special announcement. One of the things that what did get, speaking of old, your legends. One of the things that Till Death Do Us Part did offer us is a special announcement. We get
who we get?
Cassidy, the hustle or the problem, versus Philadelphia freeway.
Just put a beat on. Put a beat on.
I don't know.
Hey, man, this is going to be not good, but very entertaining. It's not going to be good, but it's going to be very entertaining. It's going to be.
Listen, I just don't. I mean, what I don't know is this, and this is just my thought process. Is this? What I don't understand is that when what's your boy that beat for LL Cool J? What's his name?
Cannabis.
When Cannabis came in there and got ripped to pieces by Disaster, I think at this point, I thought the experiments would be over.
No. They're rapping against each other, though.
Hold on. Huh?
They're rapping against each other, though.
Yeah, but Cassidy actually he actually legitimately beat a battle rapper. He beat Hollow.
Yeah, I mean,
he beat him and Hollow.
He did.
I watched it. He beat him.
He did. All I'm saying is, man, this is Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao. It's too late, man. It's too late. It's bro.
Gonna beat the shit out of
that shit was filmed on a video cassette, bro.
Cassidy gonna beat the shit out of Freeway. And the funny thing about it is that everybody gonna be there, and it's gonna be like an unnecessary card. Free Beanie Siegel gonna be there. It's gonna be stupid, but Cassidy gonna beat the hell out of him.
Hey man, as he should, bro. As he should. It's necessary.
But Cassidy, so
he beat the fuck out of him the first time.
Yeah. So another interesting thing, King Los is also battling somebody. He's battling DNA. King Los is battling DNA.
Oh, that's gonna be a good one in itself too.
Well, this is the funny thing about it is that King Los can rap better than DNA.
Yeah.
He has no delivery because King Los hasn't figured out what the delivery is in battle rap yet. That's his issue. Like he was able to beat Head Ice.
He was
able to beat Head Ice because he was,
He be out there rapping songs. He be having verses, basically.
He just doesn't understand how to deliver on the main stage. He's a small room dude.
Yeah,
he's a small room dude. DNA's a small room dude, and I really don't want to see DNA beat him because it'll
happen. I mean,
yeah, it's probably gonna happen.
Who bringing Disaster back? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like who
Disaster essentially. Apparently, Disaster took a year off.
He was in the building. So, he looked healthy. He looked healthy as fuck now.
I'll say this: it looks like King of the Dot had mended their relationship with Disaster because he was over there for a while.
Yeah,
because I know for a little bit he went to URL and did it. He battled. He beat Tay-Rock in URL, which no one talks about that. Disaster is one of those battle rappers that, because a lot of his reign is over at King of the Dot, he battled everybody though.
Yeah,
like
he cleared out the division.
I mean, I don't think we've seen Disaster versus Clips,
and that might not.
Interesting.
Which we might get it now
because Clips has definitely battled a lot of people over there. But I mean, Disaster didn't battle Pat Stay. Yeah,
I mean, you might get it now because Drake is involved in URL. Now it's time to compete.
Yeah, but so with that being said, that concludes my round in regards to that. Guys, definitely support battle rap. Battle rap is making. Listen, at the end of the day, look, caffeine gives you 3 hours of good content if you like hip hop. So definitely download the app, support the URL, look at some of these other battle leagues. Definitely, if you want something, if you still want good rap, but maybe you don't want all the antics that come with the URL, there's definitely King of the Dot. RBE is kind of like a good in between the two of them. But yeah, guys, there's a lot of things going on here. It's literally like Renzo said, it's like watching fighters. It's like you have different stories. That person did that one had sex with that person.
Yeah.
That person pulled the pistol on that, and then they rap about it, and everyone goes home safe.
Yeah, and the triangle theories don't usually work. You don't, just because he beat him don't mean he gonna beat him. It's
honestly,
it's really the same. It's really the same.
It really depends on who
battle
wrote
rap and fights, bro. Styles make it all.
100%.
Styles make it all, man.
Like, the fact that Lord Deluxe beat all those dudes and then lost to Arsenal is like, what?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Styles make fights. It is what it is. So, guys, that is it for my round. So 3 rounds with 3 rounds down. One way. Do you have anything else you'd like to bring to the people?
I don't have anything else, but be sure to watch the November 6th fight. Not only the UFC card, but the Caleb Plant versus Canelo Alvarez fight is also this weekend. So, I mean, it's another great weekend for fights and battles. Is it the season?
Weekend for fights and battles.
Tis the season, boy.
Tis the season.
Tis the season.
All right. So, guys, definitely. Guys, please make sure to support, of course, the Logical Crazy Talk Network. Please make sure to support Sneaker Saturdays. I forgot. Please make sure to support True to the Body podcast. We definitely appreciate all of that. We appreciate all the additional views we're getting on some of these the content that we've done. I've noticed there's been an uptick in some of the True to the Body content. So definitely please continue to support that, comment, and share. This is your boy Money Mark with my main man, One Way Renzo, signing off.
We out.